Hello everybody, this is Miss Kholoud and we are going to make like a quick revision in some tricky questions in our curriculum. Okay, first of all, we want to talk about the building units. We started our curriculum and we said that the building unit of living organism is the cell. Okay, what about the building unit of matter? The building unit of matter is molecule, while the fundamental unit of matter is atom. طيب, the building unit of matter that cannot exist freely, so it will be atom. The building unit of matter that can exist freely and carry the properties of matter is molecule. The building unit of matter that can share in the chemical reaction, it will be atom. What about the building unit of the classification? The building unit of classification is species. That's it. This is number one. Number two, we are going to talk about the element called hydrogen. Hydrogen is the only element that don't contain any neutron. There is no neutron in hydrogen. So this is maybe in what happened. What happens when any element doesn't contain any neutron? You will say that the atomic number will be equal the mass number of this element, like the hydrogen. And when he is asking about the noble gases, you know that all the noble gases completely filled with how many electrons in the outermost energy levels? 8 electrons, except helium. Helium is the only noble gas that its outermost energy level is also the first energy level, which is K, that is saturated with 2 electrons only. So again, all the noble gases, their outermost energy level is completely filled with 8 electrons except helium. Its outermost energy level is K, which is completely filled with 2 electrons only. What about number 3? We are going to talk about another thing. In number 3, we are going to go to unit 2, and it's about the potential energy and kinetic energy. Let's draw the magical triangle first. Potential energy equal, you say, weight times height. Excellent. Okay, so when you increase weight twice, potential energy increase twice. When you increase weight 3 times, potential increase 3 times as well. And the same like the height. When you increase height twice, potential increase twice, 3 times the same number, and so on. But when we are going to talk about kinetic energy, it is a little bit different. Here is the magical triangles, not one triangle, triangles of kinetic energy. It is half mass times velocity square. But if this half is annoying me, I can just draw this magical triangle. It will be easier. This is the same rule, but with no half. It will be 2 kinetic energy equal mass times velocity square. So when we increase mass twice, kinetic will increase twice. When you increase mass 3 times, kinetic increase 3 times. But this will never be with velocity. No, we had to make another thing with velocity. When velocity increased 2 times, and you can see this power so clearly, so you have to say, when you increase velocity 2 times, kinetic energy increased to power 2, which is equal 4. Do it with the calculator, okay? Remember this. And velocity, when velocity increased 3 times, 3 power 2, which equal 9. When you increase velocity 4 times, so it will be 4 power 2, which equals 16. 16 times. So this is the problem. The velocity is always the problem. Okay? Remember this. And like what happened in November exam, when he just want to calculate velocity from the magical triangle, here is the magical triangle again. The velocity rule is velocity square. Let it be in here to be easier. Velocity square equal to kinetic energy over mass. Excellent. And it was equal 25, if you remember. So this was not velocity. This was velocity power 2. So to bring velocity only, you will take the square root. So velocity equal 5 meter per second. Yes, Ms. Kholoud? Yes, 5 meter per second. Okay. Another thing is, and this will be number 4, and we are going to take another tricky question. Work. I know you are clever. Tell me, work equal force times displacement. But if you can't find force or displacement, there is another rule of work, which equal mechanical energy. So if you find a problem and you want to calculate work with no force or displacement, and you can see mass, height, and gravity acceleration, and so on, you have to calculate potential energy, kinetic energy, and then make the summation of both of them together. This is work. Okay, so this is number 4. Trick number 4 is work. Work equal force times displacement or equal mechanical energy. Number 5, you have to remember about the car engine. You remember the transformation of energy? Okay, inside the car engine, you know that we transform fuel, which is chemical energy. We transform chemical energy into what? Into heat or thermal energy. Okay, and after that, it will be transformed into kinetic energy or mechanical. Okay, so in choose, when he is asking about the car engine and he is just writing chemical to what, you may change heat, will be okay, thermal, okay as well, kinetic or mechanical. All of them will be okay. In the car engine, from chemical to heat, thermal, kinetic, or mechanical energy. Number 6 is the dynamo. Let it be in a different color. And actually, dynamo is a kind of generator. It will generate what? It will generate electricity. So remember, always dynamo, it will generate electricity. From what? From mechanical energy. So it transforms mechanical energy into electric. And for you to know, when he is asking about the stored energy, it will be the input, like this. And when he is asking about the produced energy, it will be the output, which is electric energy in the case of dynamo. Okay, what else? The motor or the fan. Number 7. The motor or the fan. Motor, fan, maybe also the sewing machine. All of them, the input will be electric. And the output will be, of course, will be mechanical energy or kinetic. What else? Number 8. Number 8, it will be in television. All of us love television. Okay, television transformed from electric to light and sound. Not light only, not sound only. Light and sound together. And the same with like the cellular phone. From electric to light and sound as well. Solar cell. Solar cell, it is from solar energy to electric energy. Now, this is the last thing in Unit 3. In Unit 3, we were talking about adaptation, animals, and living organisms. But I want you to know these 2 tricks only. First, the functional adaptation. We have how many functional adaptation in this curriculum? Functional adaptation, it was into secreting, yes, excellent, sweat in human, and also secreting poison in snake. But we have another one. It is the changing of color of chameleon. Changing the color of chameleon. This is functional adaptation. This is the only adaptation with the environment which is not structural. It is functional adaptation. The chameleon and how it will change its color. And by the way, the chameleon changes its color to the dominant color of the environment. And the last thing is the bird migration. I want you to remember that bird migration is a behavioral adaptation. Fine. But this behavior is inherited or acquired. What is the meaning of inherited? Inherited, it is in the genes from dad and mom. And it will be like the color of the eyes. We will not learn it. Okay? So the bird migration is an inherited adaptation, inherited behavioral or inherited behavior. Plus, that's it. And that is all what I want you to remember. Hope you all the best. Thank you so much for being awesome. I really like you so much and I will miss you so much. إن شاء الله يعني يكون الامتحان سهل ولطيف. وكمان إن شاء الله دايما خليكم فاكرين stay safe, stay happy. Like you so much and thank you for being awesome. Bye bye.